Hi, I'm so happy you're here today. Let's get started. You're going to start in a child's pose. Drop your hips to your heels, open up your knees, drop your head down to the ground, arms long out in front of you. Take 3 deep breaths, inhaling all the way into your low belly and all the way out. And once you feel the release of the weight of your head down to gravity, I want you to enter your practice with mindfulness and intention. Expand into your fingertips and allow your waist to open up underneath you. Allow your hips to draw away from your rib cage and start to draw the belly button up underneath your ribs. As you do that, lift up. Stack your knees underneath your hips, arch your spine and look forward. Big breath in. Exhale, round inside. One more. Cat-cow, arching, moving, feeling your starting place today. Exhale, round inside. Downward facing dog, tuck your toes, lift your hips, press yourself back. Climb into it. Pedal one foot and then the other. Take your time as you move through the shapes. It's like reacquainting yourself with your body today. Press back into both of your heels. Feel the balls of your feet fire up your leg muscles and extend your tailbone back. Drop your chest through your shoulders. Surrender your head and neck. You don't need it for the rest of this practice. Press into both feet, lift out into a plank pose. Unfurl your spine. It's like unfurling your heart from the inside out. Gather your belly, drop your knees, child's pose. Keep your toes tucked under so you're extending back into the arches of your feet, like the base of your root system. Lift your gaze up towards your hands. Lift back up out onto an inclined plank. Lift your chest. Find your navel lifting you up into your spine and then lower down to the ground. Have a moment to really let gravity catch you and then free yourself up into your own strength. Baby cobra. Downward facing dog, exhaling. Round yourself up and back. Gather your waist, extend your right leg up into the sky as you make a muscle behind the butt. Come forward and take a step, curl over your knee. Have a moment in the lunge, open up. Drop your back knee for a moment, lift your chest, big breath in. Downward facing dog, lift that back knee and step back, downward facing. Pedal it out, plank pose as you breathe in. Lift out for a breath in, gather the navel, lift your heart forward. This time you're lowering to the ground in one piece. Go for it. Feel the backs of your arms starting to turn on. Lift yourself up into a baby cobra, inhaling. Downward facing dog, exhaling your way back. Let your breath fuel your movement. Extend your left leg up into the sky. Drive it forward to step between your hands as you breathe out. Have a moment just feeling your legs starting to come online and support you. Drop your right knee. Feel the right thigh open up as you lift your heart. Pick up that back knee for a breath. Push onto both feet, lift your hips and step forward. Plant your feet as you fold in half. You're in a forward bend. Nod your head up and down. Bend your knees. Feel that gumminess underneath your feet starting to support you as you roll yourself up to stand, one vertebrae at a time. Arms up alongside of your ears as you inhale. Bend your knees to keep a conversation from your feet to your core. Grab your left wrist and side bend to the right. Up and over, take it over to the other side. Feeling how your side body is responding today. Come back up, interlace your hands behind your back. Roll your shoulders a couple of times. Get your shoulder blades gliding around on the back of your rib cage, working with the backs of your arms. Lift your heart for a breath in, and then you're folding forward as you exhale all the way into the forward bend. Keep the heels of your hands together as you drop. Bend your knees, fingers to the ground. Right leg is going back. You're in a low lunge, big breath in. Downward facing dog, exhaling. Plank pose, come forward for a breath in. Heels back, heart forward, gather up your navel. It's a chaturanga, here we go. Upward facing dog, breathe your way up and through. Downward facing dog, gather your navel up and back. Right leg, send it up, breathing in. Come forward to step between your hands. Pause, push down into those feet. Come on up into a high lunge, big breath in. Have a moment till you really feel both legs igniting you, stepping forward. Interlace your hands behind your back, lift and dive into it. Bend your knees on the way up, hands to your hips. Let your hands help you find your pelvic angle. Lift from the waist, roll your shoulder blades back, and tighten down your standing plank pose. Pull the mat apart with your feet, then add the arms above your head. Big breath in as you plug your shoulders in and lift ever so sweetly into Utkatasana. Push down away from the ground, lift up, grab that left wrist and side bend. Up and over to the other side. Come back up, interlace. Fill up with your breath, dive forward, exhaling. Feel your heartbeat starting to quicken. Fingers to the ground, it's your left leg going back. This is your energy that you're cultivating and bringing online. Downward facing dog. Plank pose, come forward. Heels back, heart forward. Pause as you plug your arms into your back muscles. You have 5 abdominal exhales, go. Pause, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog, up and back. Left leg, send it up into the sky as you breathe in. Drive it forward to step, exhaling. Push down into those legs, arms up by your ears, big breath in. Step forward, interlace your hands behind your back, fold in half as you exhale. Let it feel good. Come on up, Utkatasana as you inhale. Feel your glutes power their way down into your feet and free your upper body from your rib cage. Come all the way up. Grab your prayer right back down again this time, exhaling. It's your right leg. Take it back as you inhale. Plank pose, go for it. Step on into it. 5 abdominal pumps, go. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, breathing in. Downward facing dog as you exhale. It's a beautiful day. Right leg, send it up. Come forward to step. Open up your chest. Drop that back heel. It's a warrior one as you come on up to stand. Pause to feel your first big standing pose. Wrap your left hip around your right. Gather up through the middle belly as you sit down even further. Interlace your hands behind your back. Lift your chest. Breathe in. Dive in. Devotional warrior. Equal pressure between your feet. Peaceful warrior. Left arm down your back leg. Rotate the pelvis underneath you. Engage your left butt. Hands down to the ground, low lunge. Pause. Pick up that back heel. Pick up your right arm and twist. Exhale. Both hands down, step forward. Sit down into a squat, hands to your hips. Lift up through your chest. Pull the mat apart with your heels. You've got 10, go. 1, 2, go slow and deep so you really feel the muscles squeezing against the bones. That's 8, 9, 10, stand up. Big breath in. Grab it and fold forward, exhaling. It's your left leg going back, inhaling. Plank pose when you're ready. Step into it. Last time, exhale. Gather it up, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, big inhale. Downward facing dog, curling it back. Left leg, send it up, big breath in. Drive through your abdominal muscles to plant your foot. Drop your right heel, feel your legs. Warrior one as you come on up. Sit down even deeper. Angle the hips around themselves. You're gonna feel like the glutes are lifting up underneath you. Interlace your hands. Big breath in as you open up. Devotional warrior, exhaling. Peaceful warrior, right arm down your back leg. It's like bringing your heart out into your hands. Hands down to the ground. Low lunge, pick up that back heel. Pause. Lift your left arm and twist, exhaling. Both hands to the ground. This time we're stepping back. Downward facing dog as you breathe out. Pause and pedal through your feet. Nod your head up and down. Exhale. Right leg, when you're ready, send it up. Drive it forward to step. Drop your back heel. We're building. Warrior one. Stand up into it. I want you to feel the power of your legs underneath you. They're intentional. The pressure in your feet, you're choosing to activate, to cultivate strength all the way up your body. Interlace your hands, lift your heart. This is a bow. What brings you into such devotion that you drop your head to your heart? Get to know that part of yourself. Peaceful warrior, tip it back. Hands down to the ground. It's right through vinyasa. Let the heat build, exhaling, rising up. Downward facing dog, exhaling. Left leg, go. Send it up. Come forward, breathing out. Back heel down, warrior one. Lift up. Breathe your hips into each other. Interlace your hands behind your back. Lift that back inner thigh a little bit. Devotional warrior. Dive down as you exhale. Peaceful, lifted, breathing. Exhaling, hands down to the ground. Right into a chaturanga as you exhale. Remember, you can always adjust the vinyasas as you need to. Downward facing dog. Breathing out, inhaling. Exhaling, drop your knees. Pause, come down to your forearms. Interlace your hands. I want you to take this increased breath and this increased heat and start to put it in your glute muscles now. Find your waist, find your armpits, right leg's going back. Push down into the left foot. Squeeze your right butt and lift. Brace your waist, push the leg away. Ribs in, lift even further. You have 15. Just squeeze the middle of your butt. 2, 3, 4. Remember, your waist stabilizes this. That's 8. 9, find your left armpit. Last 5. 1, 2, 3. I'm feeling it, I'm with you. Pause, bend your knee in half, point your foot, turn the knee out, turn the hip down, re-establish your waist, then go. 1, outer butt, 2, 3, 4, 5, the number 16. You're breathing, you're cycling through your points of awareness. You have 5 more. 1, 2, let it build. 3, 4, 5, and you're out. Drop your head for a sec, other side right away, left leg. Find your waist, find your right armpit. Take a breath, reach back through that heel. Squeeze your glute, come on up, pick up the rib cage. Big breath in, it's 15, go. 1, 2, make a fist in the back of your butt. 5, 6, 7, yes you can. 8, 9, it feels so good to feel yourself getting stronger, doesn't it? Last 3, 2, 1, come on up, bend your knee in half, open the hip, reignite the ribs. You see how that draws you up? Now go. 1, 2, stronger right armpit. 4, 5, 6, 7. Do you feel this go above the butt crease all the way into the meat of the glute? Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Downward facing dog, up and back. Pedal it out. Right leg, send it up into the sky. Come on forward to step. High lunge this time. Come all the way up as you breathe in. Hands to your hips. Internally rotate those thighs. Come on down. Find your butt wrapping underneath you. It's like 2 hands grabbing you. Go for it. 10. 1, push and pull. 2. I am allowing my bones to squeeze with the muscles. It's like they're connected on a very, very deep level. That's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stay down. Take a big breath in. Step your left foot next to your right. Sit down even deeper. Gather up the left waist. Stand up. It's a standing clamshell. Ready? Right leg is lifting. Whew, I almost fell. There you go. 2, 3. Squeeze the outer edge of your butt. 4, 5. Lift the waist. 6, 7. Yes, you can. 8, 9, 10. Both feet down. It's 10 squats. I'm with you. 1, 2. If you need more power, go to your core. 8, 9, 10. Stand up, arms up. Fold forward. Exhaling. Hands to the ground. Look forward. It's your first jump. Ready? Either right into a soft dog or right into chaturanga. Downward facing dog. Exhaling. Exhale it deeply. Left leg. Send it up. Come forward to step. High lunge. Push down into those feet. Hands to your hips. Internally rotate. Set yourself up for success. Know where you want to move from. Find those muscles. Then go. Slow and deep. Take your time. 2, 3, 4. We're going to 15. That's 8, 9. Let yourself rebalance each time. Line from your pubic bone to your belly button to your ribs. The glutes wrapping, the thighs squeezing, the knees are sweet. Last 2. Last 1. Step forward. You're in the squat. Come down. Tighten the wall of your waist. Lift up onto the right leg. The outer left butt and the waist are working together. Woo! 6, 7. Yes, squeeze out there. 9, 10, you're down, 10 squats. Here we go, use your butt. 1, 2, 3, 4, tighten the waist. 6, like you have a seatbelt across here. 8, 9, 10, stand up. Exhale, fold forward. One more jump back. Hands to the ground, heart forward. Go for it, exhale. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Nod your head up and down. Right leg is high, send it up. Pigeon as you come on forward. We're not coming forward, we're staying up. Internally rotate your back leg. Lift up through the waist 3 times. It's kind of like a seated cat-cow. You're gonna roll the heart forward. Roll yourself back up, kind of like you're getting punched behind the belly. And again, roll on down. Exhaling. Last one, big breath in. You feel the freedom of movement in your spine and in your breath. Downward facing dog, exhaling, lift it back. Pedal it out. Plank pose as you breathe in, come on forward. You're lowering to the ground this time. Interlace your hands behind your back. Untuck your toes, press the balls of your feet into the ground. Engage your back muscles against the brace of the core, and then start to suspend yourself up, up, up. Lift the triceps up off of your glutes. Brace the ribs in even deeper. Free neck. Now gather the glutes and lift the legs. Breathing. This isn't going in your low back. You do feel your back working, but that's different than pinching your sacrum. And release. Woo. Hands to the ground, tuck your toes, lift up. Downward facing dog as you exhale. Left leg, breathe with yourself. Drive it forward, it's a pigeon. Left shin forward. Deliver yourself in, rock from side to side. Gather the waist 3 times, roll through it. Feel mobility in your spine. Let your head be the last thing in each direction. It's following something deeper, this deeper intelligence that lives inside your cells. Last one, breathing. Exhaling, hands to the ground. Keep those back toes tucked, lift it up and back. Plank pose as you breathe in, come on forward. You're lowering to the ground, exhaling. You can stick with interlacing your hands, or you can take your arms straight back. Thumbs are pointing towards the ceiling. You want to drop your pubic bone down to the ground by drawing in the middle belly, and then you're going to engage the triceps. Feel like you have a ping pong ball in your armpit creases that you're lifting up, up, up. Gather yourself forward, elongate the waist as you lift the backs of the legs. I'm feeling like I'm getting longer in both directions, and then I'm gonna lift 8 times. 2, 3, breathing. 4, let the core support you. 5, 6, 7, last one. And release. You're gonna lengthen your left arm, roll over onto your back. When you get there, settle yourself on down. Feet are on the ground underneath your knees, just in front of you. Take a nice big breath in as you tighten up through the waist. Palms down to the ground. I want you to keep using that back energy that we just turned on. Gather up your glutes and lift your hips, shoulder blades down to the ground. Internally rotating, zip it up. Once you're there, if you feel the shoulder blades gather down, you're standing on your feet. We have 10. 1, use your glutes. 2, 3, 4. Just notice as we keep visiting these muscle groups that there's like a deeper layer available to you each time. Last 2. Last 1, pause. Find that internal rotation. Gather in the belly button and release. This time you're gonna turn your toes out, heels in. You've got an internal rotation on the legs. I want you to gather up the waist, tighten the seatbelt, push your arms down into the ground and lift up again. Pull up through the glutes, pull the waist in. You have 10 again. 1. It's sort of this odd conflict between the internal rotation and the outer butts, the outer glutes working and your knees being open a little bit wider. It's sort of this tug between the abdominal muscles and the outer glutes. There you go, you have 3 more. 1, 2, 3, and release. Feet come in underneath you. Together, open the knees, hands behind your head. Take a nice big breath in. Draw the shoulder blades down. I want you to feel your back muscles engaging with the core. Move the heels forward just enough so that you have space in the hip flexors. You have 10 sit-ups. Here we go. It's a 1. Draw the belly button down. 2. Remember, we're engaging your transverse abdominals first and then creating movement in the external abdominal muscles. Last 2. Last 1. Pause as you come on down. Draw your knees up, drop your head, neck, and shoulders. Right knee up, left knee up. Make 2 legs out, or make 1 leg out of 2. Brace the belly, tap the ground, and come back up. I want you to take your fingers to your belly button and make sure what you're feeling is compression, not distension, right? You're pulling in each time. You're trying to use this movement with your legs. There's 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Here's the challenge. Roll the upper body up as well. Pull it all in. Take a breath. Shoulder blades down. And here we go. Right, left, right, left. If you're feeling this a little bit in your low back, you can put a blanket back there. If you're still feeling like your low back is pulling, I want you to drop the upper body back down. Here we go. We're gonna start to add some space by lengthening the legs. You can stop at any one of these points. You can go back to bent knees. You can drop the upper body back down to the ground. We have 5 more sets. Here we go. 1, belly button in. 2, 3, yes you can. Last 2, tighten it. Last 1, breathing. And release. Hug your knees into your chest and take a breath. Ooh, drop your feet down to the ground. Let your knees fall over to the right. Gently open your chest to the left and take a breath. Do you feel how good it feels to connect to your strength? Up and over to the other side. Even if it's not as strong as you'd like it to be, or as strong as you're used to it being. Like, this is you cultivating the changes that you want in your life and body. Come back up as you breathe in. Hug your knees into your chest. Try it on. Rock yourself right up to sit. Left leg is gonna come long out in front of you. Your right foot is gonna come in. Sit up nice and tall as you rock a little bit from side to side. Once you steer the rib cage over towards the left leg and wrap yourself forward as you exhale. Breathe into the back body. Roll yourself on up as you inhale. It's the other side. Right leg out, left leg in. Exhale, drop across it. Come back up as you breathe in. Both legs long out in front of you. Sit up nice and tall. Find your posture, arms up by your ears. Close down the ribs as you press the balls of your feet forward, and then fold in half. This pose is called Paschimottanasana. It means the Great Western Stretch. It's a symbol of the passage of time, how we bow to the sunset at the end of each day. A reminder of the preciousness of now. How quickly these years are passing. To free yourself from the distractions of worry. Enter the I can, enter the yes. Enter the present with yourself. Roll yourself up. Lay yourself down for Shavasana. Have a moment to really spread yourself out. And your shoulder blades snuggle to the ground. Relax your body and surrender. Allow your exhales to release tension. As mothers, we are built to look for the risk, to constantly wonder, what if? It takes conscious training to turn your attention to the positive, to the magnificent job that you are doing day in, day out. Feel the ease of your breath, the effects of your practice on all the layers of your being. Move your fingers and toes, bend your knees, roll through your side and come on up to sit. Have a moment to connect back into your heart and choose to bring this connection with you into the rest of your day. Namaste.